Shalom, Royal Family. The class you are about to hear is taught by the Honorable Yudhe Beit Nun Sophie Yudhe many years ago. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Visit us at www.yahweh144000.com. Also, Royal Family, you can enroll in classes designed for the Godhead at www.universityofyahweh.org. Enjoy.
All right, Job chapter 9, verse 8. Read.
Which alone spreadeth out the heavens and treadeth upon the waves of the sea.
Now, all by himself. He spread it out to him. All the heavens that there are, Yahweh spread them out. All alone. No help for the man. He's so powerful that his enemies and the Gentiles, they creating rockets trying to get out there, and in the process of trying to get out there, he just keeps blowing them to hell. The last one, they thought they had waited long enough. I told you they weren't going to wait long enough. When the rocket went in the clouds, y'all was sitting out there waiting on him. He turned to loose 4 lightning bolts and disintegrated that boy. He disintegrated that bad boy. They thought the shuttle which killed the astronauts, those 7 astronauts, was just a coincidence. He'd been blowing everything up ever since. So they thought they got everything straight and spent billions of dollars on the latest technology and satellites to get that military all going. And they got out there, Yahweh said, and that was it. He didn't miss. What did Yahweh use? Light. Yahweh destroyed those things with light. Yes, it did. Now, don't you go get struck by lightning and try to collect insurance. They'll tell you, we pay for everything but the act of God. Read your insurance policy. Don't tell me those devils don't know who God is. They declare all things like floods and earthquakes and lightning and tornadoes, but those are acts of God. And if your property or you are destroyed by those things, then they're not paying off, because see, God did it. Well, lightning blew those things up, the shuttle was blown out the sky, then who did it? What's his name? Give him credit. While they're trying to get out of space, they're trying to look and get a better peek at what this one man spread out all by himself. They want to make you worship them by being able to go outside the orbit of the earth, or the earth's magnetic force, it's gravity. And they want to make you marvel and worship them for being able to escape the earth's gravity and come back in. But the one I marvel at is who spread out all this stuff by himself, that people want to go try to take another look at. I'm not going to worship those who are trying to peek. I worship the one that spread it all out by himself. That's my man. Yahweh is his name. I'm talking about Yahweh tonight. The one that made the product, the manufacturer. and that wrote the manual and wrote the laws which govern his creation. And if you have a problem, come to the troubleshooter. Come to the right, true repairman. I'm the only repairman. Something mysterious about this name. The man that can do all this, the man with this name is all important. Now we're beginning to see that it's more than an artificial tag which distinguishes one person from another. We can see that this name has a mysterious identity with its bearer. The bearer of this name is doing some mighty works. I think it's important to know this man's name, especially when he gave himself the name. He doesn't want you to call him by no name you made up. He wants you to call him by the name he gave himself. See, Yahweh is self-named. So he won't accept anything else, but you calling him by his name. Now we'll look at verse 9. Read.
Which maketh Arcturus, Orion, and Pleiades, and the chambers of the south.
What are those? Constellations. Now, if you don't understand constellations, see, you can't follow me and be stupid.
Constellation, a group of stars, especially one perceived as a design. Any various groups of stars that have been named. Synonyms for constellation: assemblage, group, body, gathering, company.
A part of healing is that you get smart. Now you have to learn about the name that name these things. See, he gave the name Orion. Arcturus. He gave that name. He gave the name Pleiades. And they represent something. Constellations. A constellation is what? Infinite number of stars, like Milky Way. It's so many in one of them till it looks like a Milky Way, just like scattered milk. Just infinite number of stars. And one cluster is named Orion, and another infinite galaxy is a whole galaxy of stars. It's so big, you have to look up the words galaxy and constellations.
Galaxy, a large system of stars held together by mutual gravitation. Any large and brilliant, beautiful, distinguished assemblage of persons or things. A vast grouping of stars, gas, and dust held together by the force of gravity.
And it's so vast, and so many, until they just give a name to that one set of vastness. When you look over to another part of the heavens and you see another vastness, he gave a name to that. And then look at another part of the heavens, you see another vastness. And then you look to the chambers of the south. So these other three must occupy the north and the east and the west. The south is so infinite. He just called them chambers. Then you have to look up chambers.
Chamber, a private room, a room in which a person of high rank receives visitors.
They're just rooms of stuff. No telling how many rooms in the chambers. And that's located in the south. Even out there in the infinity of space, it's charted north, east, west, and south. Good gracious. And then we occupy what is called a universe. And we're on a planet within this universe. Then there are constellations outside of this one. And this man, Yahweh, spread all that out. Oh, what a man. What a name, Yahweh. And he said, I lay all this out and I call myself Yahweh. I want to be known by this tetragrammaton. So who did this? Yahweh. I did it. Yahweh did it. That's who did it. I spread it all out by myself. No, I didn't need any help. I did it. Well, why don't you tell us how you did it? That's what makes me God. I know what to tell, what not to tell. That's how I stay God. I know if you knew all about how to make the product, you wouldn't have to follow my manual. If you knew all about how to manufacture the product, then you wouldn't have to call me the repairman. You do it yourself. But I fix things where you're always going to need me. You be born without any sense at all, you're going to always need me. I have manufactured you in such a way that when you are born, you come blank. So that if you try to acquire knowledge outside of me, then the whole world will know that you're a fool. Your days will be short. Your life will be full of sickness and misery and suffering and death and tears and sorrow and hunger and poverty and slavery. And you will have trouble all the days of your life without let up. I designed you like that. But if you want to be able to get your full destiny of peace and happiness in heaven on earth and live eternally, you got to come to the Maker. I made you, so you got to come and worship my name, Yahweh. This is proof positive that you need Yahweh to be healed, that Yahweh alone possesses the knowledge of what it takes to heal you. What a man. What a name. Yahweh. It's in your dictionary. You have to look the name up. That's step number one to being healed, is look the name up. Then after you discover what you have never been taught before as a child, in all the institutions in the churches, that Yahweh is the name of the God of Israel, then when you have been calling on the wrong name, you got a problem in your life. Your life is not happy. You are unfulfilled. You've had something missing in your life. Oh, you can't tell me you haven't. Anybody that doesn't know his creator, something is missing. There's an emptiness in your life. I don't care what you have. You can have all kind of furniture in your home, and you can have the latest car. And your bank account can be overloaded. You can have on the latest designer clothes and the finest shoes that money can buy. You can have the most beautiful wife or husband ever walked on 2 feet. Don't worry. But without Yahweh, something's missing in your life. I'm here to give you that which is missing. The fact that Yahweh is missing in your life means you're sick. Your spirit is sick. And when something's missing in your mind, then your mind is sick. Sick, your mind is diseased. You look up the word disease, you'll understand that something is not at ease in your head. And it can only be filled with Yahweh. You got to have this name living in you. Then how can you have the name alive in you when you don't study it? You got to study it. Learn about this name.
Thank you for listening, Royal Family. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Praise Yud Hey Wav Hey. Have a glorious day in Yud Hey Wav Hey. Shalom, Royal Family.